Winter is coming and alien is coming.
Yes.
I'm scared of Canada when I was young.
You're afraid
because of the movie about alien.
Really?
Yeah.
During the winter?
Yeah, the end of the movie, they show me a snow, and then apparently alien didn't die, but it's hiding under snow, and they said Canada. And I still remember that. I was so young. I still remember that movie, but I don't remember the name. The alien looked like a caterpillar. Parts of the thing make me scared, like snow or cold when it's dark.
I don't know which movie you're talking about, but let's go.
I don't remember the name. I still remember the scene.
Okay.
But I didn't know that I have to end it up with Canadian man. I was scared of Canada.
Top 10 thing to do by the Lovers Passport YouTube channel. So it's going to be quite interesting. I'm very excited by this video. Let's go.
Let's get started.
Here are the top 10 things to do on your trip to Finnish Lapland.
Oh, the Husky!
Is this our team?
We're not allowed to pet them yet, apparently.
Are you ready, Jay?
The first activity that we recommend doing in Rovaniemi is going dog sledding. We did our tour to go Husky dog sledding at Opuka Resort, and we've never seen dogs quite so excited to go running.
What do you mean we stopped? They just want to run.
You can do a dog sledding tour either during the day or at nighttime.
Whoa.
We opted to do the Aurora Husky dog sledding tour because we were really hoping to see the Northern Lights when we were out running with them.
We're about to go do the Aurora hunt with the Huskies. Super excited. It's the first time dog sledding. I myself have a Husky, so very excited to see all these doggos run. Everyone says it's the best part of their whole time in Finland.
Aww.
So gonna take you guys along.
Fortunately, that didn't really happen, but it was still a super fun experience that we highly recommend.
Yeah, you need to be lucky to see the Northern Lights, apparently.
Yeah,
people say in the video, oh, you can find it. A lot of people said, oh no, it's hard. You need to be lucky to see it, like very lucky. But
so the tour at Opuka, if you're doing it during the daytime, is $159. If you're doing it during the nighttime for an Aurora hunt, it's $199. But you get the same thing from both packages. You get clothing rentals, food and drinks. So of course you get some sausages and some more berry juice at the end of your tour. And you also get everything else you need in your tour included in the price. You get about 30 minutes of dog sledding on the actual sled. You do one full lap around this one little lake area, and then you and your partner get to switch about halfway through.
All right, we have officially switched spots now. So G is going to be our driver. So during the tour, you get to go halfway, and then you switch, and then you go the other halfway, and you kind of have to steer. The steering wasn't too hard. I'm interested to see what Giselle thinks about the steering. Are you excited?
Yeah, I'm a little nervous.
So both of you guys get to drive, and it's a super fun experience, highly recommend. And then afterwards you get to spend some time petting all the dogs, really getting to give them some love. Aww. And then you get to go over and make your sausages in a teepee.
One of the top things to do in Finland is visit Riisitunturi National Park. I'm sorry if I butchered that name, but it's about a 2-hour drive from Rovaniemi, and it's an absolutely stunning national park in Finland. This national park is famous for its arched trees. Throughout the entire park, it gets so much snow that the top of the tree starts to get too heavy, so a lean...
It looked like an animal or a form or something.
Yeah, like a dinosaur.
something is wearing something.
And the wind also contributes to that.
There's the first...
Look at this! Bird.
Curly, look at it go!
If you're looking to go snowshoeing or cross-country skiing, this area is perfect for you. During the winter, there's only 2 trails that are currently open.
So the sign is interesting.
Why does an orc on it? Or a troll?
The trail we're about to go on is named after an old man who died in this forest.
Oh.
And is supposedly haunting the eastern slopes of this area for decades.
Ah!
You moron.
During the summer, a lot more of the park opens, but if you go, make sure you check the weather. It's the perfect little day excursion from Rovaniemi. All the hikes in this national park are very well marked.
So we're about 0.8 kilometers away from the top. You can actually see some people
really look like
off
people.
in the distance over there. So beautiful. Everything is so picturesque. Like, this is what I imagine a true winter wonderland to be like.
Damn, these trees are so skinny. They're tall and skinny.
And you can either go with a tour where you can rent the cross-country skis and snowshoes, or you can go all by yourself. The national park itself is completely free to explore on your own, so we would highly recommend it if you want to get out of the city a little bit.
Suji's afraid by winter, but you would do it, right?
I feel like you cannot even gonna walk.
Suji's traumatized by winter, even though she has never seen snow. absolutely traumatized, like, for real.
Something very traditionally Finnish.
I wish we could have a tracker for the
She's ready.
heartbeat.
I can feel it.
So we are currently in a sauna, and we got a special lakeside Arctic bath and sauna experience here at Apuka Resort, but it's snowing outside and there's a frigid lake that they have broken off a little piece of where we're going to be jumping in and spending up to 10 seconds to a minute. Down to the neck, down to the neck. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. 10 seconds.
10 seconds, 10 seconds. You got this. You got this. You got this. I believe in you.
Shit!
You got this. Nice. Woo. Back in she goes.
Hey, Jonna Jenton in her video, the Swedish girl, she go below or with her face too.
Yeah, but I mean, she probably did that many times.
I know.
And like in the, what is it?
Look, in Thailand, we didn't have hot water for like 7 years. I took my shower with cold water every day. You too. We're alive.
I took hot water.
Yeah, and I never took the hot water on because it's so hot. I mean, we're not dead. We're fine. I mean, this is freezing, but still. Apparently, most houses in Finland have some kind of sauna.
The longest is where the concept of the sauna has come from. There's no scientific proof to that, as our guide was telling us, but they like to say that because almost every single person in Finland has a sauna, and it's very important and accessible in the Finnish culture to have a sauna. So while we're here, we thought we would try it out.
So we're refueling it right now. We have a wood-burning sauna, and then we pour water on the top to get it super hot. So all we do is go like this, and then we toss our wood in.
So traditionally, Finnish saunas, you do them naked. To spare you guys, we have our swimsuits on. Otherwise, you just keep rotating for about an hour and a half. This is like an extra activity you can do at Apuka.
You better like and subscribe. Holy.
And then you just relax from there.
All right, guys, we are all done. We're gonna get ready to
Get some dinner. Super fun. Definitely recommend. I feel so relaxed now, so very excited.
All right, off we go.
Now, the best time to see the Northern Lights in Rovaniemi is technically, if you read online, anytime from October to April. However, we really recommend trying to plan your trip around the equinoxes. So around the last week of September or the first week of October or the last week of March. And that's because you're gonna get a high aurora index. That's when the most solar activity is going on, and so you'll have a higher chance of seeing those auroras. In the Arctic Circle, Rovaniemi lies right there, and anything above it, you typically have a 50% chance or higher, depending on how far north you are, of seeing the auroras. However, we talked to a lot of locals in Rovaniemi, and they really said it's more like 1 week out of a month versus like every other day. So just take that with a grain of salt, because there are a few different factors that you need when you're going to see the Northern Lights for them to actually show up and for you to see them. So the first thing, like I mentioned, is that high KP index. That's the high aurora activity. A strong flare for it to show up is between 2 or 3 all the way up to a 7. But the other thing that you need is a clear sky. So if you're going in January or February when it's still snowing a lot, then your likelihood of having a clear sky is a little more minimal. Again, in March and in October, in that shoulder season, you'll have less likelihood of snow and more likelihood of having a clear sky. We highly recommend downloading some Aurora apps before going on a Northern Lights tour. If you guys think that you're gonna have a good shot, definitely book a photography tour or a Northern Lights hunting tour. If it's not a good looking forecast, save your money. I'd really recommend against booking a Northern Lights tour if it's 100% clouds, if it's snowing, or if there's like a 0 KP index, just because a lot of the tours do not cancel based on the aurora index. So like we still went on a few different tours in the hopes of seeing auroras, and it was 100% cloud coverage and low solar activity, and they didn't cancel it. So just save your money and really try and plan that around the aurora activity and the weather.
So we're getting ready to go snowmobiling. We just got this from Puka.
Oh,
They also
Snowmobile.
give you helmets and full pieces of clothing if you guys don't have your winter gear. So we're gonna bring you along on this little adventure.
Next up, we did a snowmobile tour at Apuka, and it was absolutely incredible. It was a 2-hour tour that took you all around the area, and it even looked a little similar to the national parks because we just got some fresh
that is
snow.
skidoo. We
During
call
the
that
tour,
skidoo
it does get very, very cold. We
Canada.
did the Aurora tour, which
It's a
means
little
you
bit
get to go
different,
out
but-
at night, and I would highly recommend either taking the clothes that they let you have with the full jumpsuit and the gloves and the shoes, or making sure you bring 2 pairs of pants, 2 pairs of socks, making sure you have really good snow gloves, because it does get very cold when you're going 30 or 40 miles per hour on
You
those
would be able to
snowmobiles.
drive this.
We're about halfway through
If you
our
can drive a
snowmobile
motorbike.
tour. It is so much fun. It looks like a winter wonderland. Highly recommend doing it. And the headlights look really cool at night.
During the tour, we went about halfway before Giselle and I got to switch. We both had a chance to drive the snowmobile, and it is a 2-seater. I believe there are some options for 1-seaters, but for us, we both got to enjoy it. In the middle of it, they also, of course, have to give you some of their hot berry juice, which we got everywhere we went in Finland. And there are 2 different prices for the tours. If you do the 2-hour snowmobile tour during the day, it's $109. And if you do the Aurora tour at night, it is $129. So we ended up doing the Aurora tour. Once again, did not get to see the Aurora, but it was still a really cool experience to be able to ride the snowmobiles at night.
All right, this one is an 18 and over room. Not sure what that means.
Oh, I now know what it means.
From December to March, there's this really cool hotel that you can stay at that's
that
made
a-
entirely of snow and
Is
ice.
that a penis?
It stays at -5 degrees Celsius the whole time you're in there, and
I've done
it's
that in
definitely
Canada,
something you want to
sleep in a
do
hotel like
when
this.
you visit Rovaniemi, Finland.
They had like James Bond design and other design on the room, and you could sleep the night there. They had different design like Harry Potter and other
Anyway,
stuff.
there are toilets here, but those are not made out of ice. So,
Thank God.
yeah.
It's only available from December to March, so keep in mind that when you're planning your trip here, because outside of that season, it does start to melt as it's made of
Yeah,
snow
it's
and
not
ice.
snowy enough,
So the
huh?
snow hotel
Not
is
cold
exactly what
enough.
it sounds like. It's a hotel with 20 rooms this year.
Yeah.
It changes actually every single year based on demand.
So in every room, they give you these little ice blocks as your bedside table. They're super cute. Just thought I'd point that out.
Made out of ice sculptures and crazy like snow designs. Each room has its own individual artist team behind it, and it's really, really cool. We actually are gonna have a full review of the Snow Hotel coming up, so keep an eye out for that coming up.
Would
so
like
you
it,
guys
yeah,
can see
I remember.
exactly
I was very
what
young.
we're talking about. Out of the 20 rooms, 10 were like extra specialty rooms with really intricate designs, and then the other 10 were a little more just like basic snow room designs. We stayed in a basic one, and it was super fun. You really only need 1 night there because it is cold.
So it is -5 degrees in here. So we have sleeping bag and a sleeping bag liner. We are completely surrounded by ice. We are gonna go to bed, get up.
I remember it was
bright
not that
and early,
cold.
And yeah, should be. We'll let you know how cold it is. See if we make it through the full night. We might have to go to the locker room and whip out.
No, we are not going to the locker room.
And most people do not get a great night's
Are-
sleep there,
are
but
you
it's kind
like
of a bucket
a-
list item to say you slept in
I'm
a
thinking
snow
like
hotel.
I put my
Another thing you
face
have
in
to-
the freezer.
No, it's not. No, it's not that. Remember, you're wearing a lot of clothes, and it's not as cold as they're making it look like. Maybe I don't know where they are. They are American or something, but you'll be fine. But, well, I'm Canadian. It's easy to say,
I
but
don't believe you.
To do in Finland is visit the ice bar and the ice restaurant. Both them, as you can assume, are completely made of ice, and since we were staying at the Snow Hotel, we were right there, so it made it even easier for us to visit. You can actually visit both these even if you are not staying at the Arctic Snow Hotel.
It's much
You can buy
warmer
tickets to
inside
go
than
in
it
and
is
visit all the
outside.
different rooms and get a drink at the ice bar. One really cool thing about the ice bar is that the glass that you get is completely made of ice. So after they pour you your drink and you drink it, you get to chuck it at the wall. Oh,
Wait, this is my favorite part.
can't do that at a regular bar. There was a really fun tradition that everyone does there. The ice restaurant served reindeer and salmon were the two main things. And for dessert, they served you your dessert on an ice plate. It was so cool that the entire plate looked just like
You
a
stole my
snowflake.
cheesecake?
We heard a funny story where someone
maybe. Wait, I think you might have the last one. Suji loves cheesecake. It's her favorite cake. Wait, let me see that reindeer because I've never had reindeer. It's a pretty thick piece of meat, huh?
Yeah, is it easy to eat?
What is those sauce? Even mashed potato though.
Look, it's not a lot of vegetable.
No, you're right. But suji, the texture is important. It need to be like lean meat or.
They served you your dessert.
It's not. Is it a cheesecake or it's a velvet? Some kind of.
Yeah, look like a what souffle, a lot of cream.
On an ice plate. It was so cool that the
But
entire
that's a fun
plate looked
experience,
just like
honestly.
a snowflake. We heard a funny
Like
story.
I don't have that much memory from when I was young, but this thing I remember doing. Like this and going to Walt Disney and stuff. I guess I remember. So this one I remember. It's not something that you forgot once you did it.
Where
Like,
someone took the snowflake plate, put it in their purse, and it accidentally melted and destroyed their phone. So make sure you don't do that. It is just for display. And throughout all of those, it was so stunning. They had the ice sculptures on the side. There was beautiful artwork, the table, the chairs, literally everything was made of ice. So we would highly recommend checking both of them off your bucket list.
When you're visiting Rovaniemi to see the auroras in Finland, you absolutely have to stay in one of the amazing glass igloo accommodations that they offer. We stayed in various ones ranging from a front-facing view to a full 360-degree panoramic hotel where you can see the northern lights just looking up from your bed. If you
I'm
guys wanna
curious,
see
how much do you pay if you want to buy it? Like you want to buy let's say you want to live in an igloo like this, how much do you pay for it?
what we're talking about
I
in
was curious
action,
about
check
those
out
price.
our full accommodations video on
To
Finland
make a
glass
video about this.
hotels and aurora igloos, which you can find right up here. Out of all the glass igloos that we stayed at, we really liked our Lappish Cami Suite glass igloo at the Apuka Resort the most. It just offered the most amount of space. It was really well heated
It's
and
a house.
ventilated, and the 360-degree panoramic view at the top was just unbeatable.
A trip to Rovaniemi would not be complete if you don't visit Santa Claus Village. This is one of the things that is
Claus
right
Village.
outside the airport, and it is a complete tourist trap, but it's still totally worth it. You get the chance to stroll around Santa's workshop. What is this?
Oh, he's
There's a
honest.
bunch of different areas where you can check out ornaments and different knickknacks. There's even reindeer there where you can go and visit. And the entire area looks incredible at night. The lights start to come on. There's thousands of Christmas lights everywhere. It was a really magical experience. What do you think?
It's a tourist trap, but it's cute. It's worth checking out, but yeah, just know it's very touristy.
If you guys are looking for a great place in Rovaniemi to go with your family, we would highly recommend checking this place out. And the best part is it's completely free if you just want to go and visit. If you want to do the reindeer rides or buy anything or sit on Santa's lap, then yes, all of those do cost money, but you're more than welcome to visit and check it all out for free. So something that Finlanders love to do in their free time is go ice fishing. Now, this activity takes a lot of patience. You basically go out there, you have to dig a massive hole. The lake that we went to, we had to dig about 2 or 3 feet down with almost like a screw that just drills directly into the ice. This activity requires extreme patience and really good layers so you don't get cold out there. So we decided to invite one of our good friends, Jerry, to help us. He's a local Finlander and we got to take him fishing. The first thing you do to go ice fishing is you basically drill directly down 2 or 3 feet until you reach the lake water.
He's a pro already.
We're digging a hole. And then you have to clear out your hole. After that, we got Jerry, we attached him up to our fishing pole and we sent him straight down.
I was
hoping that
never
Jerry would
into
help us
fishing,
catch some fish.
but it could be
Currently,
interesting.
Jerry the worm is in our little ice hole here. We're hoping to catch some itty bitty fish. They said if they're big enough, we'd cook them up.
I'm not patient
we
for
waited,
that.
we waited, and 30 minutes later, I was like, have we caught anything yet? I rolled it up, and Jerry was gone.
Poor little Jerry.
Steven lost his worm.
Oh, the worm
We
is
didn't catch
gone.
any fish, unfortunately, but it was still a lot of fun. We were only out there for about 30 minutes. We heard it's a big social event. People go out there, we'll start up a fire on the lake, hang out, and hopefully catch some fish.
Apparently they just come out here for like 5 to 6 hours, go ice fishing.
Bring some nice drinks.
This was part of our package when we stayed out there at the Arctic Snow Hotel, so we would recommend maybe doing it, but it is not for the faint of heart that don't have a lot of patience. Thank you so much for watching our top 10 things to do in Finland. If you guys want
Are you still traumatized?
Yeah, to be honest, it's like super scary sometimes. Like especially like you sleep in like some kind of ice surrounding you. You know, if you don't prepare yourself enough, you're probably gonna kind of freak out.
So you don't like when it's too hot. Doesn't like when she's too cold.
Yeah, so it has to be enough. I don't like rain. I don't like water too.
She doesn't like it. She just like the perfect temperature.
Yeah,
But-
perfect with flower. I don't know. Maybe I like spring.
Spring?
You know, when there's a lot of flower and the wind
Yeah.
and no sun.
But I think you would like it because I think you underestimate the clothes that you have on. Sometimes when you wear so much clothes and you're in an environment like that, you're gonna feel hot. because of the clothes that you have on. You're not gonna feel the cold like you think you do. Like you can feel that it's cold, but you don't feel it because of your clothes. So yeah, it's an amazing video. Well, if there's more video that we should react to from Finland, winter or spring, so Suji can see our flower, let us know in the comment below. Yes.